What is up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Inter Milan career mode. We have got a few games in today's episode, but of course, we have the final few days of the transfer window, including transfer deadline day, where there is potential for us to maybe make one more signing before the season, or the transfer window, doesn't end. I'm not confident we're going to make one. I'll show you the budget in a second so you can see how much money we've got. If you missed yesterday's or the day before that's episode, that was where the majority of the deals did in fact happen. So of course, anybody that is using this episode that's new to the team and you don't know how we got them, then of course go back and watch those episodes and you'll know what we did. So in terms of the budget, I'm in the wrong place for this one here. I went to transfer negotiators instead. We have 1.7 million plus 121,000. So unless players start to sell, we don't have a budget in which I can spend money on players. So maybe, guys, that will be the remainder of the team for the upcoming season. So we're into deadline day. I'll come back to you if anything does in fact happen. But as I said, I'm not expecting too much to happen in this deadline day. It's probably going to be a quiet one for ourselves. We did in fact sell Ribery to Chiva Verona for 11.5 million, getting 9 million into the budget. Roger Martinez as well. He's actually going to go to Bournemouth. So we have 20 million. I'm going to look about actually and see what I can do in the way of a transfer. And I'll come back to you guys once I have in fact found somebody I like the look of. Alright guys, I am going to go into the shortlist. We of course did just pick up, if you remember, we picked up ourselves a, what's he called? Timothy Fosu-Mensah, that's it. We got Fosu-Mensah from Manchester United. I'm very happy with that signing. We've still got João Mario, we've got Sanchez, we've got Fosu-Mensah. We have of course got our hands on Donta as well. But you know what? I really like the look of Tolisso, and I think Tolisso would be an absolutely brilliant addition to the team. You can see 86 overall. I mean, look at all those stats in the green. He's very much like Paul Pogba, and I would be interested in bringing him along. The only issue is, I don't think we've got enough money as of right now to complete the deal and have it go ahead. I'm going to try and offer them a cheeky one here and see what I can do in the way of possibly giving them a player as well for this signing, if he's still in the team, that is, because I think we may have got rid of him already. I'm looking for, there he is. I'm going to Corey there, so he potentially will be the one leaving the club, and I'm going to offer them a nice deal. You can afford, oh, there we go. So I'm going to go ahead, and we're going to offer that as part of the deal. 15 million plus going to Corey for that one. Probably won't get accepted, but if it doesn't, it doesn't. It's not the end of the world, and I can just continue on as normal. One of the other things I want to do as well is possibly sign myself a left midfielder. You can see our team right now, how it looks. It looks pretty damn decent. We've, of course, got Rashford, and we have Kurt Zouma joining us next season. So I'm going to go take a look at some left midfielders, possibly one from the shortlist. I don't quite know what we have in the terms of the left wingers in terms of quality-wise. A lot of them are probably going to be quite expensive because that's what you guys suggested. I mean, Demarai Gray possibly could be an interesting one there. Potentially, Demarai Gray actually could be very good. Pereira as well. So I'm going to go and take a look at these guys in detail and decide on which one I want to have in terms of coming into the team. Alright guys, I've made my decision. I'm going to go ahead and make an offer for what I think is Frank Ribery's Regen. The reason being is because it did say an exciting prospect, but on top of that as well, I kind of looked at this in a sense that I was thinking in my mind, if we can get this signing done, and if he comes over, I can just put him into the training system. Because right now, of course, we've got the right back in there, but we don't need him in the training system for the long term. So I could put him in the training system, up his finishing, up his sort of stats around that area, and then potentially he could become an extremely good player. So I'm going to go ahead and make that offer. They're probably going to come back and say it's way too low. You can see there is the what is it that they want in terms of that one? They want 37.5 million for him. So that could be quite difficult to do. In terms of Traore, which was the left back that I inquired about, they want 25, which isn't too bad. And we'll have to see what the rest of these come in as. I'm going to go ahead and accept that deal as well. So as you can see, right now we're sat on about £25 million with 114,000 in the wage. And Tolisso, they are interested, but they want 37 million. So that's not going to go ahead. And Ingolstadt, in fact, rejected the offer. But I will go back in for him, and hopefully we can get one more signing done before the window is closed. Alright guys, Zonta has in fact left to go to Sampdoria, and Ribery, the transfer has actually been accepted by Juventus. So Ribery, who is in our shortlist, will be playing Calcio A football this season rather, in this window, if he does in fact move to Juventus. They came back here for Vincenzini and said that they want more money. They want 37. So I'm going to go ahead and offer them a swap deal as well as the 22 million. And the reason I'm doing this is because Corey is not going to play in the side. It's as simple as that. We've got Sanchez, we've got Fosu Mensah, Donsa, we've got, of course, Brozovic, we've got João Mario. So we've got already too many quality players in the centre mid role, and right now I'd rather have the left midfielder coming in than keeping Ganokori on at the team. So hopefully they accept this deal. They have come back, and they've accepted it. So 22 million plus the swap deal for Ganokori. Looks as if we will be getting our hands on Frank Ribery's Regen, who, honestly, guys, Vincenzini is just going to be so difficult to say. And you know how bad I am at saying stuff and pronouncing names. It's just going to get even worse. So if I mess up and butcher it, I apologise. I really do apologise. But hopefully we make this signing done. He's got a 5-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot, or was it the other way around? I can't quite remember. But I know he's a 5-star, 4-star player. And the deal looks as if it has been, in fact, completed. So one signing on this deadline day for us. Welcome to Inter Milan, Frank Ribery's Regen. If we take a look as well, guys, at the top deals, we hold the top 3 deals in the division. 95 million, 85 million, and 52 million pounds. We completely splashed the cash this season so far. We'll take a look at how many players we brought in and how many players we got rid of as well, and take a look at how much money we actually spent. We spent 354 million pounds, and we got in 94 million pounds for this for a few sales, but that's an incredible amount of money. 354 million. When you compare that to Juventus, who spent 36 million, and all of that was on Ribery, that's an incredible stat to see. Let's see what some of the other teams spent. So Milan did not spend anything. Napoli brought in Werner, and they sold Milik to Leeds, of course, and Werner came in place to replace him. Did anybody else make a deal? Roma actually did nothing in this window, apart from, I think, signing one player, and it might have been on a free. So that's not that great to see. I mean, some of these clubs haven't even done anything, and you got to look at the fact that we spent as much money as we did in order to get these players in. But you can see a lot of clubs was very quiet this window, which isn't too great for them. But it's phenomenal for us. We signed a lot of players. We'll take a look as well in the squad report at some of the new additions to the team. So there is Lou, of course. You all know him from the Leeds United team that we did have, in fact, in this save. And then I think we signed a centre-back, didn't we? Which was Silveira, or Silver. I don't know actually what I'm going to call him, because that name is absolutely ridiculous. 4 names in a single name. But you can see incredible stats for a 22-year-old. Looks to be very good in there as well. Then we did, in fact, sign Timothy Fosu Mensah from Manchester United, of course. Incredible player. And he's 6'3", can play at centre-back, can play at right-back as well. So in terms of versatility, fantastic player to have in the team. And then we move on to the centre mid role where we sign Renato Sanchez. Look at those stats. Absolutely incredible. Only not in green for slide, tackle, curve, volleys, and crossing. Everything else is in the green section of the stats. So very much like Tolisso, except he's got more dark greens than Tolisso did. And Tolisso would have been a good signing, actually. For my Road to Glory career mode, I might look into Tolisso because I think he could be incredible for us. In terms of the other signings, Vincenzini coming in. He has some decent stats as well. We just need to improve his finishing aspect. And he possibly will be a good signing for us. You can see as well, he's actually 5-star weak foot, 4-star skill moves. I knew it was 5-star, 4-star. I just got it the wrong way around. He's still 21 years of age as well. So that's very good to see on that side of things. And Aki Williams coming in as well. Very good stats on him. Happy to see that he has in fact signed here for Inter Milan. I'm looking forward as well to seeing what I want to do with this guy. Because of course he can play right wing. He can play out on the left as well. But I might actually deploy him as a striker because his finishing is good enough for it. He's got decent heading and he's actually 6'1" as well, so he's got a good height on him. So in terms of a signing, very versatile player there as well. And this is what I like to have in my teams. I like having versatile players. Mauro Icardi, though, guys, of course, 90 jumping, 87 reactions. His positioning is 91 as well. Composure in front of goal is pretty decent. In terms of the rest of his stats, finishing 90, incredible on that. 86 heading, 87 shot power. The only thing that lacks is long shots, but his volleys are incredible as well. 4-star weak foot, of course, on this little absolute beauty of a man. And then, of course, I think that pretty much wraps up the entirety of the signing. So some very good deals made in this window. Happy to say that we got the players that we wanted. Let's move on to the first game of the episode, though. Oh, my word. What a brilliant offer this is, guys. That's an incredible offer from Atlanta here. Yao Guy, he's only 78 overall, and he's 27. He's going to become a fringe player here next season. And the thing is, they've offered the higher end of his estimate according to the chief exec. So you know what? Yes, you can take him off our hands, Atlanta. There's not enough time for us to make another deal happen. We have got a nice bit of money in terms of what this is. But guys, with 2 hours left in the window, there's no chance for us to be able to sign any players. I am going to check out the contracts because I want to make sure everybody's still signed on here. They are, in fact, signed on. So in terms of that one, guys, Yao guy looks as if he's leaving the club, but I'm happy to sell him for that much, actually. It's a very good offer from Atlanta, one I simply could not turn down, and in all honesty, guys, I think we're pretty much covered for the centre-back roles. But, again, why on earth are Arsenal spending more money on goalkeepers? They, of course, ended up buying Donnarumma off of us. They then sold him. I'm going to take a look at this, actually, because I just want to take a quick look and see how many keepers they actually have in their disposal right now. Because if you remember when we were playing at Leeds, they had 4 high-quality goalkeepers. And if it's a similar type of thing here, it's going to be stupid. So they've got Rui Patricio at 84. He's 34 years of age, though. Mattia Perrin as well at 88 now. Szczesny's not bad. Ospina's not bad. Okay, I'll let them off the hook because I thought they'd have a lot more keepers than they actually do in terms of high-quality ones. So in terms of that, I'll let them off the hook. But in the end, we did sell one more player before the deadline date is in fact over. The total spend is at £550 million. With a lot of that, or rather a lot of the total spend in the entire window, I think that's just deadline day spend, that £550 million. But of course, most of the spend coming from us in terms of the Calcio A sides. A lot of stuff to recognise as well, guys, that we did in fact try to sell on a lot of these players. But if I take a look now and show you the players that are still currently at the club, look how many players that were transfer listed that did in fact not go anywhere. Look at all of those players that we have still at the club that were supposed to leave in this window. That's crazy. If you look at how much money that is in the wage budget and also transfer, if they just went for what they were valued at, we could potentially have signed one more big signing if they'd have all left. But they didn't do. We're into league football now again, guys, with 2 points clear of Juventus with a game in hand. We take the episode off here against Fiorentina. Going to make a few changes to the side before we go into this one here. Jimenez will start this one, as of course, the top scorer in the league. We'll put Brozovic in. We'll put Donsa into the team as well. And Aki Williams can come in at right mid. We'll play Vincencini, see what he's capable of doing out on that left mid spot. And then I've got to sort of decide here, because as I say, we just got rid of Yao Guy, meaning Juan Jesus pretty much is going to have to play at centre-back for us. And then Carmona can come in at right back. So that's the team we're going to name for this one, guys, in the first game of the episode. Hopefully we can get the result that we're hoping for. And the 3 points will come with us here. I'm feeling quietly confident as well, guys, about how Vincencini is going to do on that left-hand side. If he can just give me enough of a little hint as to what he's capable of doing, he could potentially be one of the better signings I have made in a career mode, because he has the potential to become a crazy signing. If you remember, Joel Green is, of course, at 95, is it now, in terms of overall, so he's doing extremely good for himself. A little bit too much to bring over to the team, but Vincencini could possibly go the same way that Joel Green did and become an absolute beast. So watch this space, guys, because we could potentially have a world beater on our hands yet again, much like we did at Leeds with Joel Green. Alright, guys, back at the San Siro for Calcio, or Calcio A football, as the commentators like to call it for some stupid reason. Anyways, if that's what it's actually called, I look like an absolute mug now, so I apologise in advance if I've got it wrong this entire time and you've been hearing me. By the way, if you watch a lot of the Italian leagues and you're like a fan of any of the Italian teams, and I get something wrong, I apologise. I am just so bad when it comes to pronunciations that I end up just annoying a lot of people. I understand it, guys. I'm trying my best, and I apologise in advance if I offend anybody by the way I'm saying stuff, but hopefully you guys will still like the videos regardless. You can see here, Vincencini is in fact making his debut today at number 7. He's actually been given here, so I want to make sure as well that no player's actually got number 4, because I haven't set a player to number 4, but if there is a player here, I will take it off, or take the number 4 off him if that is the case. So let's go into this one against Fiorentina, guys, and hopefully pick up the 3 points. Vincencini on the ball now. 5-star weak foot, of course, so if I can get his finishing to a high overall, potentially could deploy him as a striker as well. Who knows? If you haven't already guessed, guys, I really do like deploying wingers as strikers in this game. I don't know why. It's just one of the things I've sort of always done. When you get a really good, like, high-quality winger, the likes of Joel Green, I think when I started playing in that series, that I deployed him as a striker quite a lot. If you don't actually know, it's actually a really good way to get players into the team, because wingers naturally have good physical stats, so you don't really have to worry about it too much. And then if you can just sort of get their height, or if their height's pretty decent as well, if you can get their heading up, if you can get their finishing up as well, it's pretty good to have them up front, I'm not going to lie. Amang on the ball. Got the run of Donsa. Now in the middle. Who is that in the middle? It's Brozovic. Brozovic waiting for the run on the right-hand side. He comes in from Carmona, the right back. For some reason, the right back is up, and he's finished off the chance brilliantly. We caught Fiorentina sleeping. We took the lead here. I don't know why Carmona is in that position, but hey, regardless, finishing-wise, well done Carmona, because that was a very good finish. 1-on-1 with the keeper. Says thank you very much. I'll take that goal. And we lead the game by a goal to 0. Very good way to start this one. Come on, you boys. We've got this 3 points in the bag. I believe we'll take this away. And I think as well, guys, this moves us now back 5 points clear. Is it of Juventus? I think it is. I think we're 2 points in this one with a game in hand. So potentially could go 5 points clear at the top of the table. Amang wins the ball back for us. And Aki Williams now dispossessed, though. Amang, good work, but then Aki Williams gave it straight back. Doncer, great win back, though, from him. And he has given the pass off before the tackle came in from the defender, so he doesn't actually get stopped in his tracks there. Great little ball over the top. Brozovic is in behind. Brilliant control. Brozovic. Oh, it's come back off the post. What a goal that would have been to seal the 3 points in this one. 30 minutes left to play. Fantastic team move. Potentially could have finished it off here. We hit the post, and now here come Fiorentina on the attack. He made the initial block there, but the ball's still gone through to them. Can't believe we haven't got a second goal, guys. Doncer, back to Inaki Williams. Good football from these two. Inaki Williams now through the gap now to Amang. Amang is in on goal. Has Amang got the legs to finish this one? Of course he does. 2-0 up, 8 minutes to play. That has surely sealed the 3 points to come to Inter Milan, or from Inter Milan rather, because we are playing at home in this one in the San Siro. So it's always a good saying to say, make your home a fortress. Right now we're doing that. We're also making the away games our fortress as well. So it's not too bad. We're still unbeaten in this league. If you remember, one of my objectives was to try and go a full league campaign beaten in the Premier League. There's potentially a chance we can do it in the Calcio A. This is setting up to be a fantastic first season in Italy. Brozovic on the ball again. Got a run from Raul Jimenez. Jimenez will get the ball off of him. Can't hold up the play just enough to wait for the run to come in. That's a fantastic ball, and somehow he's onside. We're in a bit of danger here now, guys. Got a bit of defending to do, and eventually it's hitting to the side netting. But what happened to my right back there? Because no idea. I had all of a sudden 3 Fiorentina players running at me down the right-hand side. Questionable decision-making from my defensive unit there, as somehow Doncer hasn't won that header and potentially has just given away a free kick. Yeah, the ball was straight at him. How do you miss a header from there, Doncer? Come on, man. If they score from this now, that has been one of those situations where EA just want me to concede. Benedeschi on the free kick. They are probably going to go short from this one. They tend to do it quite a lot in this. They have gone short again. I've tried to block it, haven't got the block in, and Lou makes a save. So in the 90th minute, a little bit of pressure, but ultimately, guys, it looks as if the points are coming back or coming away from this game with us. Keeper is up for this one as well. Back post is a Fiorentina man. I can't clear it away either, and that will be another corner kick. And this is ridiculous. Come on. Just get the ball out and let a man have it. You can guarantee as well, as soon as I win this back, the referee's going to blow his whistle. There comes the header. Lou has to make a save. It's still not cleared away. The keeper is now deciding he wants to be an outfield player. I can't clear it. And there is the final whistle. Thank God, because that was ridiculous. I just could not clear it for the life of me in that one. But we eventually get it away. Comfortable 2-0 victory. You can see by match facts, we possibly weren't as dominant as we have been. But it's still a decent result there. Napoli winning by 4-0 as well. So that's pretty damn effective from them. Absolutely demolishing Bari in that one. I don't actually know what the Juventus result was, and that potentially was our game in hand against them, or not against them, sorry, just our game in hand in general. Let's take a look, actually. They are playing the same day we are, so yeah, that was our game in hand against them, so that's not too bad. I mean, we move 5 points clear. They are playing Bologna in the next one, a team that is sort of my bogey team in this, in previous FIFAs, not quite in this one, but 5 points clear, 16 games to go. We've got Milan coming up now, so it's a big game, this one. But potentially, guys, we could win the Italian league in our first season. So that's good to see. Milan, wow, they're sat in 10th position at the moment. Napoli in 9th as well. 2 very big teams there. Not quite doing as good as I was expecting them to, especially Lazio as well, down in 6th. So very weird to see. This is the beauty about European football and just top-flight football in general. There's so many good teams in the divisions. It's so good. Apart from maybe La Liga and the French league, they're the only 2 leagues where there's, sort of outright favourites. But in the Serie A, man, or the Calcio A as it's also known, Inter Milan, Juventus, Roma, Torino, Lazio, Napoli, Milan, all these sides in real life are really good teams. Not to mention some of the other sides as well, like Sassuolo to Udinese as well. They used to be good back in the day. I remember as well, there was, some of these teams used to be crazy good, like Fiorentina as well were pretty good back in the day. But not quite done it in real life in terms of nowadays, but still, you can't take them lightly in this division. Alright guys, I've just double-checked the kits as well. And nobody in the team has the number 4. So that's good to see as well. As I promised, I wouldn't give a number 4 out to any of the players here. So nobody in this team has the number 4 in their on their kits. So that's pretty good to see in all honesty. So that will be that. And hopefully as well, guys, we'll pick up the victory here against Milan. So let's go into this one, look for 3 points, and potentially, depending on results elsewhere with Juventus, move even further ahead in the table. We are currently sat 5 points clear, of course. So potentially, there's a possibility we could be 8 clear by the end of this one if we win. And of course, they lose their game. So That's all hoping, but for right now, provided we keep winning, it's in our hands, in all honesty. So 16 league games to go. Will we win it is the question. Alright, guys. AC Milan versus Inter Milan. I'm pretty sure as well that, yeah, we are playing basically away from home while still being at home. We share this ground, of course, with AC Milan, so it's going to be an interesting one. Both teams used to the pitch. Both teams, well, I wouldn't say both teams are doing quite well, because Milan, of course, we've just seen us sat in 10th place, so they're not doing too well. But we are both, we're both familiar with the pitch, both familiar with the ground, so you can't really call this an away game or a home game to either side, because effectively both of these teams share this ground, and therefore it's not really a home game or an away game to either of them. It's still pretty much just a home game, effectively. But we are wearing the away kit. They are wearing the home kit. I don't actually know if FIFA take this into consideration in terms of possibly giving like an advantage to the home team, if like there is such a thing. I don't know if it is. But if you can imagine, if FIFA did in fact give like an advantage to the home team, if it would actually work in this situation, because both of the teams are basically the home team. But you can see that's the team that Milan do in fact have. Mbanyang up front, of course, leading the line for them. Everybody else in the team not really fearing, if I'm being completely honest with you. That is our lineup as well. Maricardi and Ziterbo in the 2 up front situation for us. So 4-1-2-1-2 as per usual. Let's go, guys. Pick up the 3 points and have a very, very good end to the episode. It's going to be one of these games, guys, where AC Milan, sorry, are going to nick a goal in this one. The game's been utterly frustrating in this first sort of 60 minutes or so, and every pass I've tried to make has not gone to the right ways, or the players just aren't making the runs for me, and eventually we will get a nice attack going on here. Ziterbo, got a lot of pace, use your pace to your advantage, Ziterbo, running through on goal, has got the run of Sanchez. Yes, we're leading the game by 1-0. Wow, I was complaining for so long, and then we ended up scoring. Typical FIFA, and this game has been so bad. It's just been so bad, and our performance has been poor. We haven't deserved to go goal ahead. I just don't know what to tell you guys. Eventually, we've got the goal, so that's all that matters. And eventually, as well, if we can wrap up the 3 points, that'll be all that matters. But our performance has been less than convincing here against AC Milan. Win the ball back. I need to get this ball away from my goal, because it's not cleared away just yet, and it's still not cleared away. Sanchez can't win it back. I'm trying to get this ball away from my goal. I haven't got it away. It's situations like this where it just feels like I can't clear the ball. And that's the first save that Lou has made. Do not let me down, boys. Do not concede from this situation. Lou getting absolutely taken out there, actually. That was ridiculous. And the referee just allowed him to play on. And where are the runs coming in, guys? I've got no pass on at the moment. Eventually it has come in. And here is now Ziterbo. Oh, out wide. Oh, that's brilliant from Ziterbo. Maricardi, why is he running wide? Why is he running to the left-hand side? Just run straight, man, and you're on that ball in a flash, and that finish is absolutely shocking. That pretty much sums up how this game has gone for me today. Honestly, the run, because he's running so wide, when if he'd have just ran straight, he'd have been on it in a flash one-on-one situation with the keeper, and then dragging the weak foot shot with a 4-star weak foot that wide is unacceptable. Just get me the 3 points, and let's get the hell out of this game, and do not concede in the last few minutes, because that'll be utterly frustrating. It's not that difficult. You just literally stick a foot out, get it under control. You don't need to step into it. Milan coming forward now. Lise Melu makes a good tackle. Hasn't got the ball back, though. Still not got the ball back here, Lise Melu. Still not got the ball back, Lise Melu. Still not got the ball back. Of course, you're seeing this. You guys are seeing what has just happened to me there. So if Milan score from this, this will be utterly stupid. That is absolutely ridiculous. Wow. Honestly, sometimes, I know I've said this before, sometimes it feels though EA just want you to lose games or drop points, because that was absolutely ridiculous what happened on the left-hand side. Eventually, we've come away with a 1-0 victory in a game that we were less than convincing. Match facts-wise, we had a lot of the play. Juventus winning 2-0, so it was good and vital we got that 1-0 victory there. Not happy with the way the boys performed, but I tell you, the 3 points is there. That's all that matters. And that's just, yeah, honestly, guys, I have no idea what was going on down that left-hand side. Alright, guys, that's pretty much going to wrap up this episode. We'll kick next episode off in this game against Bologna. So that's something to look forward to. Potentially a loss there if I do, in fact, end up with history repeating in itself, where I have my bogey team in Bologna trying to beat us here. So potentially could be losing our first game of the season in this one. We are at home for that, though. So in all honesty, though, guys, this episode has been a mixed bag of emotions. Yes, we've got the 6 points in the games that we've been playing, but in all honesty, the first performance of the episode was brilliant. We played out of our mind. The second one, not so convincing. I mean, As I say, all that matters is the 3 points in at hand. But if you've enjoyed this episode of Career Mode, guys, I'd appreciate if you could hit that like rating. As always, thank you all so much for your continued support on the channel. If we could hit 40 likes in today's episode, that would be greatly appreciated. I know I normally set like targets and you guys smash it, and that's just another thing that you guys do amazing for the channel. But yeah, that's pretty much going to be it from me, guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed, and I will catch you all with another video very soon.